But we have 14 teams with an actual winning record. And we are now halfway through the season. And, and we have 9 teams with 2 wins and 11 with 3 or less. Jets and Cowboys both have 3 wins. And I'll go off some of the teams here with 9 wins. Let's go through all of them, actually. We have Carolina with 2 wins, and they won today and beat New Orleans. So we had a couple teams today that actually picked up some wins that had 1 win before. So we have Carolina, and we know the problem with Carolina. Bryce Young, the talent there isn't what we had expected. I think he's just too small. Rookie head coach. Miami, the Tua situation. Tua being hurt. They weren't playing great before that. We feel that they should have more than 2 wins, but they have fucking 2 wins. The Patriots should have had 3 wins, and I want to kind of address that. But look at the Patriots, a rookie head coach, rookie quarterback. But today, Drake May, and I'm sure you guys saw it, it was great. Drake May runs a great play there, and I mean, he's there in the pocket, dancing around, moving and grooving for whatever it was, 10, 11, 12, 15 seconds, whatever it was. Throws a touchdown pass, time 0's on the clock. Why not go for 2? You have 2 wins anyways. Like, and you're on the road. After that play, the momentum with Drake, the guys all fucking just pumped and excited. And the Titans had to have been down after allowing that play with 0's on the clock. You should have gone for it. So maybe we would have had a team with 3 wins and not 2 in the Patriots. But the Patriots, I think Jordan Miller learned, you need to go for 2, bud. The Saints, they have Derek Carr, and their head coach, Mr. Allen, should be fired at some point. But Derek Carr, a ton of things going on. The whole Thomas tweets today and all that. But Derek Carr's their quarterback. That's why they're horrible. The Browns had Deshaun Watson, but I watched them today against the Chargers. And Jameis Winston, he's a great character. I love him. Like, seriously, I would love Jameis Winston as my quarterback. Just not as my starting quarterback on an NFL fucking team.
So you don't want him as a quarterback because he's not going to be playing.
No,
you just want him on the team?
I don't have an NFL team, so he could be my quarterback. So, I mean, he's just like, he's a phenomenal locker room dude. It's just he can't be your starter. Like, watching him last week, the Ravens dropped like 3 interceptions, and Kyle Hamilton dropped one to win the game, to basically put it away, because if they get the interception there, the game's fucking over, right? A couple of kneel downs and it's done. Today, they just had, but on top of Jameis Winston being bad and Deshaun Watson being bad, their O-line was atrocious. Like, just really bad. Their third down defense today was really bad. I mean, I saw Myles Garrett today, 3 sacks on 3 straight plays. He ended one drive with back-to-back sacks and started the next one with another sack. And then on third down, 3rd and long, they still managed a touchdown. And that happened numerous times today. The Browns are just an overall bad team. And their O-line really, really sucks. Really sucks. And I thought it was just they didn't want to block for Deshaun Watson. No, I don't think they can block. So the Browns at 2 wins, their O-line's terrible. Vegas, no quarterback, and I think Antonio Pierce is in way over his head. Vegas needs a quarterback bad. I mean, they have Brock Bowers as a star of the future. Max Crosby is a superstar, top 3 or 4 defensive lineman in the league. And that's just going to go to waste, obviously, for them. Let's hope they don't waste Brock Bowers in the future. So they need a quarterback, and I think they should move on from head coach, in my opinion. The Giants have Daniel Jones, so that's just atrocious to watch. That and their GM, it just sucks. The Jags have the second most overpaid, because Deshaun number 1. But Trevor Lawrence is the second most overpaid quarterback in the league. He's atrocious. I've said this for a long time. And then the Titans have Will Levis. Like, that's just, most of these teams all have quarterback issues. A couple have head coach and quarterback issues. But for the most part, I think the only team on this list with 2 wins that can get a pass and a pass the way we're talking about it would be the Patriots. Rookie head coach, rookie quarterback. The expectations weren't high there. Miami had huge expectations. At Carolina as well, there's no expectations there. The Saints, you have to have some expectations, right? You went out and paid a bunch of money to Derek Carr a couple years ago. The Browns had expectations. They made the playoffs last year with Joe Flacco. The Jags should have been competing for the AFC South, fucking 2 wins. The Giants, 2 years removed from the playoffs. Daniel Jones missed most of last year. You could have said that might have been the issue there. But no, the issue is Daniel Jones. He's just fucking terrible. And then the Titans. The Titans just suck. I mean, Will Levis is not good. They won today with Mason Rudolph. The game that they won in Miami was, if you watch the game on Monday night in Miami, Will Levis is in the game. The game's going, I mean, they're doing absolutely nothing. Will Levis gets hurt. Mason Rudolph comes in. They win the game. I mean, he just puts some drives together and they end up winning the game. So, but for the most part, seems like quarterback and head coaches in a couple of these teams. And then the other teams that have 3 wins are the Jets and the Cowboys. These are all the 2-win teams. Jets and the Cowboys have 3 wins. Watching the Cowboys today is disgusting to watch. And I think there's a lot of selfishness on CeeDee Lamb's part. I think Mike McCarthy's terrible. Like, something bothered me today with CeeDee Lamb. Like, he gets hurt. Supposedly he had a shoulder issue. It's fine. And you could tell the shoulder was bothering him. So he's out the game. All of a sudden, Cooper Rush, and they're in there, I mean, with like just, basically backups at this point, right? And so they're in there. Cooper Rush is in there, quarterback, and they get the ball, and they're like at the 5 or the 6-yard line or whatever. And all of a sudden, CeeDee Lamb's in the game. Like, oh, there's a touchdown opportunity. This man is now in the game. Where the fuck were you the last 2 drives when we're trying to get down there? Like, if I'm a Cowboys fan, that's what I'm thinking. Like, where the fuck were you? You were hurt? No, you were standing on the sideline grimacing. Yes, because you are hurt. But if you're hurt, stay the fuck out of the game. I know he came in as a decoy. No, he didn't, because he expected to get the ball, and he got the ball on the 2-point conversion. So, but the coaching is pretty bad if we're watching. The quarterback play is really bad. And you know what I don't get? I don't get this in the NFL. And these guys are supposedly a lot smarter than I am. And there's fucking 9 teams with 2 fucking wins, so I don't think you really are. But hey, you did the work and you got the job. But what is the point of you being down 14, scoring a touchdown, going for 2, right? And then getting it. Hypothetical, you get it. You're down 6. You still need to kick the extra point to win the game at the end. What is the difference of scoring the touchdown, kicking the extra point, being down 7, and then when you score, if you end up scoring, then you go for 2 to win the game? What is the point of doing it beforehand? Because if you miss, you're now down 8, and it just doesn't make sense. Because then if you miss, then you definitely need a 2-point conversion just to tie the fucking game. Like, what is the thought process on NFL head coaches doing that? Like, what is the difference between getting it now or at the end? Going in down 7, boom. You're down 14, kick a field goal, you're down 7. Or you score a touchdown, kick the extra point, you're down 7. You get the ball back, you score a touchdown. Instead of kicking the extra point, go for 2 and win the game. What is the difference in going for it beforehand? I don't understand.